Hello, here we go. As I was thinking about what to say to you today, my first day back after the summer, officially back to work after my summer holiday, I was thinking, how do I want to start my message this season? How do I want to start my inspiration for you? How do I want to get you going so that you can be proactive about your health and do something about your hormones or your chronic condition? And as I was thinking, I realized this, that in order to truly heal, and this is something I say to all my groups on the first day of our program, so it only makes sense that I also share it with you too, right? So in order to truly heal, the first thing you have to do before you change how you eat, before you throw out the processed junk, before you bring in all the healing foods, the first thing you have to do is tap into the belief. So start with the belief that you are powerful, that your body is so powerful, that God created you so powerful and so healthy and so strong. That is your natural state, and that's where you have to start. Your natural state is not sick and weak and diseased and always tired and gradually adding one medicine after another until you have 10 different medications that you're taking by the time you're 70. That is not your natural state, no matter what anybody tells you. You have to start with the belief that God created you healthy and strong and powerful. Start with this belief. And in order to start with this belief, guess what you have to do? You have to start to let go of all the noise and all the chatter around you that's telling you the opposite. You have to let go gradually. For some of you, it will be very quickly, but start to question as a critical thinker. Start to question everybody who tells you, you can't reverse this condition that you have. You have to live with this for the rest of your life. This is just how it is. This is just your genetics. There's no such thing as food as medicine. We don't know what causes this disease. It's just stress. Go home and stress less. This is how all women go through menopause. This is just what aging looks like. You have to start and be critical of every single thing that you hear that goes against your own nature, that goes against the way that God created you. You were not created to erode and decay. You were created strong and healthy. And when something goes wrong, or when it looks like something is going wrong, it's not because we were sent here with faulty parts. It's because we're doing something wrong. We're not doing it on purpose. We're not intentionally hurting ourselves. It's because all of us are following an outdated paradigm, an outdated system that keeps you powerless, keeps you stuck, and keeps you outsourcing your health. You always have to go outside of yourself in order to try and fix yourself. And ultimately, you're never really fixed or healed. And ultimately, as long as you keep doing that, and as long as you're disempowered, as long as you're always afraid, as long as you don't believe that your body can heal itself, guess what? You're going to be dependent on this system that benefits and profits from keeping you sick and powerless. Don't let them. If you have a chronic disease or a hormonal imbalance, and this is a really important distinction to make. So I'm not talking about acute conditions. I'm not talking about emergencies or injuries or acute infections. I'm talking about chronic conditions. All those acute things, you need your medicine for that. You need your doctor for that. Chronic conditions that have slowly built up in your body over time as a result of the way that you eat and the way that you live, all of those can be healed naturally using food as medicine. One of my absolute favorite quotes is, and I'm sure you've heard me share it before, the food that you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison, which means that every single time that you eat, you are either creating health in your body or very slowly fueling disease. which means that every single time you are eating, you are either staying in a life where you're simply surviving as you slowly erode, or you're getting closer to a life where you are thriving. And you get to choose. You get to choose either way. Both of those are your choice. Don't let anybody let you think that you don't have a choice. You have a choice. So message me today if you know that you want to use food as medicine, if you're just even curious about the idea of food as medicine, if you have a hormonal imbalance, if you have a chronic condition, you've tried medicine, it hasn't worked, or you've been newly diagnosed and you don't want to use medicine, or maybe you want to do a little bit of both, you get to choose. But message me and let's have a conversation about how to help you thrive today.